Today's session, I'm going to talk about how to utilize online videos to reach not only people within and around your church community, but to reach a global audience. Every day, more and more people are getting connected. From children as young as 3 years old to our grandparents, everyone has a way of connecting online. From smartphones to tablets, computers, and even television, it's no surprise that online videos are reaching a global audience. There's many forms of online videos. There's viral videos, there's video advertisements, music videos from independent artists, independent films, and even major film studios are now streaming their videos and movies online. If your church has a video ministry, or if you're a filmmaker thinking of delving into producing faith-based films, now is the perfect time to take advantage of this opportunity to broadcast your visual stories online. There are so many tools and resources readily available to us. Some will cost you and some won't. I'll get to those in a bit, but first I want to go over 3 things that will help get your videos out there. The first is story, second is broadcast and marketing, and third is engagement. As believers in Christ, we are called to be witnesses of what Christ has done in us and through us, and point people to Him. We are all storytellers, and we are telling God's story to the world. I believe that the best stories are the ones that are personal and very close to our hearts. If you have a story or a testimony of how God has changed your life and you'd like to share it, put it on video. Chances are others can relate to your story because they might have gone through something similar in their own lives, and it speaks to them on a personal level. And through that, you've made a connection. So how do you get started in telling your story? Here are 5 tips to help you get started in faith-based video production. Tip number 1, all great stories start on paper. Now that might sound very old school because a lot of us nowadays, especially those who are tech savvy, are writing on our mobile devices, but that's perfectly fine. The point is this: anyone can tell a story, but a great story starts with the writing. A lot of filmmakers like to rush things. They go out and they shoot with no concrete plans. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I've done that myself, but then I go back and look at the footage, or while I'm editing and I go back and think, I wish I was more prepared. I wish I wrote it down, or another idea comes to mind and it's too late. If you're trying to create stories that resonates with others, then writing your ideas down and carefully planning your story out from beginning to end will help you in the long run. Now, I'm not saying to write an entire novel or screenplay, but rather writing your ideas down and structuring them in a way that serves as a guideline for when you actually start rolling the camera. Tip number 2, know your audience. Whether you're creating videos targeted for adults, college students, youth, and children's ministries, know your audience. Engage what type of content is most effective by engaging them. For example, if your target audience are high school students, you'll want to include topics that cater to that age group. If you're targeting an audience that deals with, let's say, addiction, you'll want to feature stories of people or characters that have dealt with some form of addiction and how God has changed their lives. So you kind of bring them on this journey from beginning to end. And so you make that connection with your audience because it's something that they can relate to on a personal level. Tip number 3, think outside of the box. A lot of Christian filmmakers and even a lot of faith-based films kind of fall into this box where they cater only to a Christian audience. When a Christian film comes out in theaters, who goes to see them? Christians, because these faith-based films are marketed towards Christians, and so the general audience and the general public has no idea that this movie's coming out, and so you kind of eliminate that audience altogether. And yet we wonder why we're not reaching a lot of people, and we wonder why these Christian films that are going out into theaters are not making money or revenue, and not a lot of people are going to see them, because again, they are marketed towards only Christians. So we need to step outside from that Christian circle that we're in. We kind of put ourselves in this box, and we need to step out of it. We're not sharing the gospels to believers. We are presenting them to a fallen world. I'm not saying to eliminate your Christian audience, but rather approach your videos with non-believers in mind. Also, be unique and creative. Strive for making videos that stand out from what other churches and other Christian filmmakers are doing. Take note that most non-believers don't want to be preached to, especially if you're broadcasting your videos online. Unless you find a way to hook them in or to reel them in, people will immediately move on to the next video or close the video altogether. So be creative in presenting the gospels to those who are outside of our church circles or outside of our church community. What can our videos and stories offer them? Hope, resolution, comfort, knowledge, information. Produce videos for both Christians and non-Christians in mind. Tip number 4, keep it short and simple. According to a new study from Microsoft Corporation, people now generally lose concentration after 8 seconds. And that's all thanks to the increasing digital lifestyle we've all adapted. So what does that mean for our videos? It means we need to keep them short and simple. Remember, we are broadcasting these videos online with the expectation that people will watch and share them with others. If we don't have anything that appeals to them or that's captivating to our audience within the first 8 seconds, we're gonna lose them. So unless you're producing a feature film, nobody wants to sit through a long video. My advice is this: if you're shooting a testimony video, keep it within 3 to 5 minutes. And you might say that that's kind of short. Well, the truth is this. I know that when you're shooting a testimony video, and I've experienced this myself, when I'm shooting a testimony of someone, they tend to go on, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you got to think about the people who are watching this video, especially people who are watching online. They don't want to sit there for like 30 minutes hearing someone's life story. No, you just want to get like all the good stuff, all the best parts of it, all the best moments. So highlight the best parts, highlight the best moments of that testimony. You don't want to stay away from the temptation of trying to include every single thing. Now, the same thing goes for highlight videos. Let's say you're doing a highlight of a church event. Let's say you shot a church event, but that church event was like 2 hours long. Of course, you're gonna make a 2-hour version of that event because people will want to see the whole event. But let's say you just want to make a highlight video of it. Keep it within 3 to 5 minutes. Same thing goes for promotional videos. Let's say you are promoting your church, you're promoting a ministry or an event. Keep it short, like 30 minutes to a minute to 2 minutes tops. For short films, keep it within 10 to 15 minutes. 20 minutes is okay, but that's kind of pushing it. Unless you have something that will kind of hook the audience in and will want to stay and watch. Now, in terms of the first 8 seconds, maybe start your video with a striking image, something that's captivating, something that will grab your audience's attention. Or you can even start with, your church logo, with some dramatic music or a quote or a verse. or maybe have a voiceover of your characters. You don't show your characters yet, but you hear them talking, something that will kind of introduce the mood or the tone of the story. So find a way to reel them in within the first 8 seconds. Tip number 5, and this is the most important: Christ above all. Remember that you are telling God's story, so be careful and be aware of the temptation to make filmmaking about you. Being in a church video ministry, what you produce should not glorify you or what you created, but rather bring glory to God. Christian filmmaker Josh Hancock wrote, "There will be great temptation to take credit for what you make and take glory for yourself. In a church environment, there are not many things that can invalidate your creative work more than making it all about you and your portfolio or your reputation. There should be little room for personal creative expression or agenda when your work should be supporting the gospel. You and your work are not the star. Glorify God and not yourself." If you were to implement everything I've given you and put them into producing a video, you'd get a short form video that's captivating, connects with your audience, and lifts God above all else. The best examples of short form videos that are captivating are these dramatic, emotional commercials from other countries, and you've probably seen these going around on the internet, on social media. I see them all the time on Facebook, and the thing is, after I see them, I think at the end of watching these videos, I realize it's a commercial. You know, it's a commercial about life insurance or about a phone company. And usually a commercial brings attention to a certain product or service front and center with a spokesperson or a voiceover telling you to buy this now or buy our product now or get our service. But what sets these other commercials apart from the rest is that they're captivating. They have a captivating story. It's well produced and well acted, and all these things complements the product or the service that they're providing. If you were to approach this from a Christian point of view, when you're producing faith-based films and videos, your story and your overall production will complement and glorify God, which is the product that you are selling to your audience. Another great example of these kinds of videos are from Elevation Church. If you check out their Vimeo channel, they have a lot of great videos, both short and long form, and they're really well produced. Some even look like big budget movies. Now, I'm not saying to copy these examples, but do take inspiration from them. So you got this great video you created, but how are you going to get your video out there? You're going to need a platform to broadcast your videos. There's several ways to do it, but I'm just going to focus on 3, and that's YouTube, Vimeo, and social media. And I'll show you how they go hand in hand and work with each other. YouTube is one of the most popular ways of broadcasting your videos online because there's millions of viewers on YouTube and millions of YouTube channels out there from around the world. Anyone can upload videos on YouTube, even churches. You have the option of creating a channel for your church that serves as a one-stop shop for your online videos. But also keep in mind of the guidelines for any content you upload. Make sure your videos don't have any copyrighted material such as music, videos, even images that don't belong to you. Otherwise, YouTube will flag your video and eventually take you down. The benefits of using YouTube is that they provide you with the necessary tools to help you get started, as well as keep track of your videos. In the Creator Studio section, you can manage your videos, customize the look of your channel, view video stats, broadcast a live stream, monetize your videos, And YouTube even provides free music. That's right, free music and sound effects to use on your projects. YouTube is a very powerful marketing tool to help your church expand your brand and gain a worldwide following. Now, I'm not going to go into full detail of how you can do that because that's a whole entire topic and session altogether. But I can provide you with some helpful resources from more experienced professionals, and you can get those links at the end of this video. Just like YouTube, Vimeo is also a popular platform for broadcasting your videos. It offers similar tools that YouTube does, such as video stats, customizing your channel, and Vimeo even offers video on-demand services that will allow you to sell your videos or rent them out to others. However, the difference is that Vimeo is going to cost you. There's a free version of Vimeo, but it won't have all the bells and whistles that the paid version has to offer. Vimeo also has a sleek and professional design compared to YouTube. And you'll notice that there are a lot of award-winning short films and a lot of award-winning independent filmmakers that broadcast their videos on Vimeo because it serves as a more professional portfolio to showcase their work online. Churches and Christian filmmakers can do the same. So which one should you choose? I say use both. It doesn't hurt to have your videos available on both platforms. Each one offers certain features that the other doesn't, so feel free to take advantage of both. You increase your chances of getting videos out there and getting it noticed by a worldwide audience. Not only that, both platforms give you the option of connecting your social media accounts. So whenever you upload videos on either platform, on YouTube or Vimeo, it automatically shows up on your Facebook, your Twitter, Tumblr, or whichever you choose. Which leads me to the next platform, social media. Almost everyone nowadays are on social media. There's Facebook, there's Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Tumblr, you name it. The best thing about having a social media account is that you now have a great marketing tool within your fingertips. Social media has been used by a lot of companies as well as well-known brands to market their products. So why can't churches and Christian filmmakers do the same? Have you ever scrolled through your newsfeed on Facebook and Instagram and stumbled upon a couple of sponsored ads or posts? First time you see it, you kind of ignore it. The following day, you scroll through your newsfeed and you see the same ad. Again, you ignore it. But on the third and fourth time, chances are you click on it. There's a certain percentage of users, not a big percentage, but a certain amount of people that will eventually click on an ad or a sponsored post after it's been exposed to them long enough. And that's actually a marketing tactic that companies use to expose their products and services throughout social media. Now, I'm not saying to start spamming people with your videos on social media, but here's an effective way of how you, as a church or a Christian filmmaker, can market your videos on social media. Here's our Lightcast Facebook page, and this is a video we posted back in the summer for our message series, Real Life in Real Time, which takes a biblical view on Hollywood films. I'll be using this for the sake of illustration. Now, if I want this video to reach more people, all I have to do is click on Boost Post. Keep in mind, this will only work if you have a Facebook page. This will not work on a personal profile. So I click on Boost Post. This window will pop up and give me several options. I can add a button, I'll click on Learn More, which gives a button that links to our website. If I go down here to where it says age, currently it's on ages 16 to 65 years and over. I can change that by clicking on Edit. Another window will pop up and I can change the age over there. I can also add specific locations where I want this video to show up. So I can add a demographic, add interests, behaviors, I can target a specific generation. Since this is a video that's related to movies, I'm gonna target genre films such as comedy, drama, action. Once I input all of that, I'll go back to the previous window . Right now, the budget is currently set to $20. I'll set the duration to 7 days. If I change the budget to, let's say, $10, my reach will be much lower. The more I raise the budget, the more and more people this video can reach. Alright, so everything is set. I'll click on boost and the video will show up in the news feeds of the target audience that I specified for the next 7 days. Instagram also has a similar feature. Right now I'm on my personal profile and this feature will not work on it. So I'm going to switch over to Lightcast's Instagram account. And it shows that we are a religious organization. So Instagram considers this profile as a business profile. And therefore, we now have the option to promote our post. So I'm going to click on a previous post from our profile. Now you can do this for both photos and videos that you upload to Instagram, as long as you are on a business profile. Underneath this post, there's a button called Promote and another button called View Insights. If I click on View Insights, it shows that there's currently nothing there. So I want to build an audience through this post and I want more and more people to know about our church. So I'll click on Promote. It gives me two options. I'll click on Get More Profile and Website Visits. Another window will pop up and give me several options. I'll set the destination to our Instagram business profile. I can add an action button. Set the target audience. Set the budget. And set the duration. Once it's all done, I'll click Create Promotion. These are great options in terms of building an audience and gaining exposure to your online content through social media. Now let's move on to how you can manage all your social media accounts all in one place. Hootsuite provides a lot of great options for marketing your content on social media. You can schedule posts, view the analytics of your posts, and keep track of who's checking out your content. They offer different plans for individuals to professionals, businesses, and enterprises. As you can see, it does get pricey. However, they do offer a free limited version which allows you to connect up to 3 social media profiles. What I like most are the scheduling features of Hootsuite. You can set up something to be posted on a specific time, whether it's a video or a photo, an article that you want to share to your followers. And since you can link up to 3 profiles, this scheduled post can show up in all 3. This may or may not apply to your own situation. You might already have a team or someone or even yourself that's posting on social media, but what this does offer is consistency. Let's say you have a video series that you want to post every week, 1 video a week. The entire series has already been shot and edited and it's uploaded online, but it's not live yet, so people can't view it yet unless you release it. You make it go live. Hootsuite eliminates the need for someone to manually post those, because what if that person is unavailable at the time it's supposed to go live? Then you have subscribers waiting for the video to be posted, but nothing shows up, or it's too late, and then you lose that audience. I'm not saying to schedule every single post that you do on social media. Posting organically is always best, but for certain situations, marketing tools like Hootsuite can help build your audience without the hassle. There are other options out there such as Buffer and Sprout Social. Feel free to take a look at those and others and see which one works best for you. A great way to gain more viewers and to keep them coming back to your online videos is to interact with your audience. Encourage discussion and reply back when someone leaves a comment or asks a question. And by doing so, people will know that there is a church with real people behind these videos. They'll know that you care, you listen, and you're committed to your viewers. It's a great way for churches to minister to people online, especially people we may not know personally. And chances are, people will like and share your videos with others. Last but not least, be consistent with your content. Don't just post 1 video every couple of months and hoping that you'll gain a following that way, because you're not. Come up with a schedule where you post videos at least once a week, twice a month, or whatever works for you, because you'll want to have your viewers coming back for more on a weekly or a monthly basis, and that builds up a following. So be consistent. The more videos you post, the more and more people will want to come back for more. Before we end this session, I want to bring your attention to this awesome infographic from Kissmetrics called 5 Noteworthy Ways to Increase Engagement on YouTube. Of course, this doesn't just apply to YouTube, but it applies to any platform that you're using to broadcast your videos. It goes over a couple of interesting things, such as the average attention span of humans in comparison to a goldfish, the average watch time of a single internet video, the best time to post your videos, and the type of videos people are looking for. So this is a great infographic that gives a lot of information, which pretty much sums up of how you can market your videos and how you can post them effectively and gain more followers that way. I've included a list of resources that you can check out, and it's at the link below. Or if you are watching this on YouTube, those links are also provided in the video description. Is there any particular topic that you'd like to see next? How can I improve these videos? Feel free to comment and make suggestions below. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, or you can contact me through my social media, and you can also email me right there. If you are watching this on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to my channel. If you are not watching this on YouTube, make sure you go over to my YouTube channel and subscribe there. Once again, I'm Jake Ramos, the Cinevangelist. Thanks for watching.